Hello there! Another 3 points, another video, and another good day in the land of Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. A comprehensive 2-0 victory, if ever such a thing existed. I think we fully deserve that win over Sunderland, and it feels good to finally feel comfortable in this reign of form that we know we're going to turn up and play well. Pep has this team motivated. He has them on fire. He has them organised. He has this fluid system working now. And we seem to have a method that just seems to break teams down eventually. Death by 1,010 billion passes. And at the heart of that is people like Yaya Toure, David Silva and so on. Fernandinho as well was back in midfield. There's a few talking points from this game I'm going to run through. It's not going to be too thorough because we've all seen all the match reactions and so on, and mine's a little bit late. I was in the studio, apologies about that. But I want to start with David Silva. He is a fine, beautiful Spanish wine, maturing with age, and he's adapted this to number 8 kind of 3-8 role perfectly. He looks like he could extend his lifetime at Manchester City by at least 2 or 3 seasons, and given the fact that we all thought maybe he was on his way down, that his knees and ankles wouldn't quite last, he looks like a man full of energy. He ran more than anyone else on that pitch yesterday. Obviously, given another assist, his general vision, his overall intelligence, sitting deeper in a kind of more Xavi kind of role, dictating play. He looks good. He's obviously our captain as well. Pep had him doing the interview. Well, maybe it was Pep, maybe not. Had him doing the interview after the game in English at first, and we got to hear his voice. I was hoping for a bit of a Manc accent. Sadly, that didn't happen. But he's accepted this kind of responsibility, this leadership role, and he's taken it in his stride. And it's great to see a reinvention of a player that many people thought was on the way down. I think it's magnificent. I think a player like David Silva, arguably one of the greatest ever, getting to see him reinvent himself, getting to see him be different but equally brilliant in a whole new way is just fantastic. And I feel lucky to witness this man when I have done. I'm hoping he can do even more under Guardiola. As we know, his game understanding is second to none. So if he can reinvent himself into this deep-lying midfielder, well, not fully do, because obviously he's still getting forward, but obviously he's facing the goal a lot more now than in recent years. But if he can do this, then there's no reason why he can't go on for a very long time. Maybe he could go on to his mid to late 30s, like Scholes did at Manchester United. He's more than intelligent. It's all up here with David Silva. It's not anywhere else, and if he paces himself, he could be around the squad for a very long time, and I'm personally pretty happy about that. Another example of Pep's magic is Kollarov's transformation from a kick the ball, dead hard, lazy left fullback to a composed, powerful ball-playing centre-back. Who saw that a few months ago? Never mind, ever. Because it was just never on the cards. I thought he would have been the first maybe to go, but fair play to Pep. He's got inside his head. That is coaching. That is man management. That is the kind of thing that he sees that no one else is, and that is why I really rate Pep Guardiola. He has got Kolarov doing things that I never thought were possible from him at all, ever. He looks intelligent. That was the one thing that he lacked to me in general, but he's obviously got through to him. By no means perfect. I thought a few times he was a little bit too loose on Jermaine Defoe. He shouldn't be able to turn and have a shot unchallenged from 20 yards at the area. But after that, in second half, he was solid. He obviously brought the ball out defence really well. Far from a world-class performance, but a very solid one. And given the fact he ended the season so poorly and maybe went through the motions the past couple of years, even just a good centre-back performance from a left-back who had issues with consistency is impressive. I think it's magnificent how he's reinvented Kolarov. And also, obviously, how he's getting the best now at Yaya, who was fantastic yesterday, tracking back, covering all over the pitch, and in general, obviously, being his usual intricate, technical self. It's just great to see all these players having these second wins, so to speak, a manager getting the best out of them. And speaking of getting the best out of players, Leroy Sane, what more can be said about this wonderful, talented, young, exciting winger we've got? He could be genuinely one of the best players in the world. He could be genuinely a Ballon d'Or contender one day. He is that good. And as Pep said, he's getting better every single day. He's a smart lad. He's not just a runner. He's not just your headless chickens like your Walcotts or whatever. He is the real deal. A young Gareth Bale almost. He has that same powerful physique. How do you stop a player like that? You used to be able to stop wingers by kicking the shit out of him. You can't do that when someone like him, where he's built like a brick shithouse, about 6 foot plus, strong, powerful, and he's technically great. He has the balance and the poise of a creative attacking midfielder, yet he also has the pace of a winger and the finishing ability of a forward. He's going to become some player one day, genuinely a world star, the kind of person that people buy a shirt of just to have Sane on the back of him. He is that good. And I do wonder, what is the limit for him? I don't think there is a limit. I think he's going to be around for a very long time. We're going to be very excited, and we're going to see him develop into the kind of player that can just win games on his own if he's not already doing that. That touch and that finish is electric stuff. And obviously, even though everything didn't come off, and there's some rough edges, there's nothing wrong with that. You can just see the signs. I have not seen a play like this at City for a very long time. Not this exciting. Maybe he's a bigger, complete, more package of Shaun Wright-Phillips. He didn't have the technical level that Sane does. He doesn't have the size either, but it was maybe just as exciting in his own kind of lesser quality way. It's fun to watch it, and it's great to see. And I'm hoping we're going to see him and Sterling develop alongside Gabriel Jesus and maybe even Sergio Aguero as well, who still looks like a man reinvented, still attacking the near post. It's great to see Sergio doing that again. For years, he ignored that. Well, not years. For about last couple of years, he got a little bit lazy, always waiting between two 6-foot-plus defenders in the middle for a pullback when he should be attacking the near post. And now he's started doing it again. He's got 2 goals from doing that in the last 2 games, and it's beautiful stuff. And the big question is, can we catch Chelsea? Probably not, but by the time you watch this, or maybe it's about to watch it, they would have played West Ham, and fingers crossed, if West Ham gets something, then you never know. We could beat Stoke on Wednesday. West Ham got something, it will be only 5 or 6 points behind with Chelsea to play. It's never over, lads. And ladies, of course. I am not going to give up at all, because this is Manchester City and we do not do things the normal way. And this team is in a good place at the moment. Anyway, guys, go and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks to all the Patreons and everyone else. Get in the comments, give this video a big thumbs up, and let me know what else you want to see. And I will see you all soon.